Hello, I'd like to make a video today for my friends that are all over the world. I mean, in Australia, in South Korea, in US, in Brazil, in Africa, and that don't speak French. I'm launching a book in French in Quebec, in Les Mutations Humaines and the Human Mutations. And I'm doing this launching the 6th of September in the bookshop that is called Le Port de Tête in Montreal. And so what is this book about? And I already made the video in French, and I tried to sum up a little bit this experience of 9 years research. Is a kind of synthesis of this research about our mutations, our changes, how we are able to change, and how this change can reflect an evolution and a progress and a new scale in our life, and how it can really happen and not be only a copy or a reproduction of something that people wait from us. So I wrote this text while many situations in life led me to keep silent, and I had some situations of impasses, and those situations of impasses, of no dialogue, lead me to a speechless experience. So sometimes we avoid speaking because we feel that we can be caught in a conditioned situation. We will say exactly what people expect us to say or behave in a predictable, repetitive manner. It's a kind of situation where we are not able to express freely our inner feelings, our own words. Avoiding speaking is even sometimes a way to escape from a concrete or a symbolic form of death. Many philosophers are dead in order to defend human dignity and integrity. Socrates was the first one among them. He claimed he once said he knew what he didn't, and that all he knew is that he knew nothing, while his opponents were sure to possess the truth about what ought to be the meaning of life. Socrates was very conscious about his own ignorance, his own limits, and his need to dialogue. To what philosophy is about dialogue, is about listening to the other, is about positioning yourself and exchanging, and through this exchange, truth emerge. But in a philosophical point of view, according to the Greeks, no one possessed the truth. I'm not the one who possessed the truth. You're not the one who possessed the truth. Truth is the result of our dialogue, of our meeting, of the meeting of our differences. In between A and B, truth is C, is the result of the dialogue. So you must accept that you don't know everything in order to listen to the other and to reach a sort of evolution, and the other too. When the dialogue is good, we both reached a new view. So when Socrates was had a process, he had a process because he was misguiding the new generations through his teachings. The law was perverted because Socrates possessed in a certain way the philosophical method, the right philosophical method, that is doubt. In a democratic contest, our laws nowadays should protect the human beings, both physically and psychologically. Give them the necessary care in order to encourage people to develop equally and safely, allowing each one of us to maintain integrity and dignity in all situations, good or bad, we are going through. In that particular case, laws are there to guarantee equal conditions of the human development and access to health care. Those conditions, they allow us to be able to speak by ourselves and together. It's because we have good human conditions that we can learn to speak, that we can learn to speak by ourselves, and that we can learn to speak together. That is a very, very important idea. Words may be very powerful. They can unify heaven and earth in a poetic manner, but in a concrete manner, allow new beginnings, fix what's broken between people, between two people, or within a group. So when you encourage someone to find his own voice, to sing his own song as given to him while he was born, as in some African tribes, you help him to create his own and unique way of being present in the world he lives in. In order to be yourself, you have to speak by yourself. Or we need both cognitive and affective conditions to be able to dialogue, to share our genuine self with others in order to reach understanding. Following affect psychology, the group I'm part of, it's run by Dr. Brian Lynch. We need to share not only induction, deduction is very important to learn how to induce, how to deduce in order to dialogue, but not only. We need to share also affects, mutual interest, joy to speak together. And in that case, we will have the proper conditions to discuss, peaceful conditions to discuss. I'm interested on you, you're interested on what I have to say. I'm interested in what I have to say. You have to say, there is joy in our meeting, and then we can exchange safely, and it can be a very beautiful experience to talk together. But too often anyway, when the democratic laws are not present, we engage in a survival fight that leads to have dominant voices, the one that reaches the media, the ones that dominate in a family or in a professional group, not because they are wiser, but because they are the stronger one. This is our dangerous voices because they yell instead of thinking before talking and confine people to silence. In those cases, people obey not because the law has a meaning, but because the authority is the authority. Not because the authority is competent, but because there is no other argument than oppression, fear, and ambition. So what my book is about is those conditions of mutation, of change, that will allow us to dialogue together and to find a way together and to find meaning together. And we know, when we see the news every morning, when we wake up and we listen to the news, how badly the situations are in so many places of the planet, and how we need this change, this dialogue. So, I'm engaged in the process of translating to English the Human Mutations. I thank you very much for your attention. I hope I will be able to do it in less than 9 years, and see you very soon in the next video. Thank you.